Hey everyone, today I want to talk about my favorite and not so favorite drugstore lipsticks. I wanted to do like 5 and 5, but yeah, I'm kind of bad at that. So I got like 6 and 4. So that kind of counts, right? So let's start with what I like, because it's always fun to start off on a positive note. I'm going to start off with the Kate Moss for Rimmel London. It's her lipstick collection that came out last year, and she added some new colors, the matte colors, and those are equally good, and those fall under this category. Now, this is shade 14, and this is one of my favorite drugstore nudes. It has like a candy smell, goes on very smooth, goes on very opaque, and lasts all day. I like how it applies in one swipe. I'm sorry, I have other swatches that stained my hand. I like how it applies really opaque in one swatch, and it's really above and beyond what a lot of drugstore nudes are. A lot of them fade, or a lot of them don't fully cover your lip color. This will fully cover your lip color. It's not like, it won't give you concealer lip. It has a little bit of a pink tint to it, but you can still get that nice nude look for a drugstore price. I believe these are like $3.99. So look for them. Even the matte shades are awesome. These are semi-matte. These have a little bit of a gloss finish. Another one of my favorites is the Wet n Wild Mega Last collection. Now, I chose this shade, but honestly, I loved all of them. I got the whole collection. As soon as I found one that I liked, I was like, I need all of them. But I'm going to focus on Don't Blink Pink, only because it's a really, really bright pink matte lipstick, and it lasts like at least 4 to 5 hours on your lips. And it's really hard, well, it has been in the past, to find really bright, hot pink colors that are gonna really, like those bold punch of color lipsticks that don't look sheer. Like, a lot of the times I felt like when I was younger, I would go to the drugstore and I'd pick a color and it would look so bright and beautiful in its tube, and I'd go to put it on my lips and it would be so sheer. So no, you won't have this problem. So this is Don't Blink Pink, and I get one swipe, perfectly pigmented. Now, these are a little drying, I will admit, because they are drugstore. They're like $1.99. So if you can, invest in a little chapstick. Put it on, moisturize your lips before you put it on, but wait at least like 5 minutes before you apply the matte lipstick. Otherwise, it can kind of not stay as matte as you might want it. But otherwise, you get a very bright shade. And these come in from nude to vampy colors, bright colors, more neutral everyday colors. They even have a really nice purplish color, which is kind of similar to Max Rebel. So check them out if you can. They're still available in drugstores, and they're on drugstore.com. The next one I have is the Revlon Matte collection. Another collection that I can't just say, I mean, I picked this one and this one is my favorite, but that whole collection is another fantastic collection. Each shade is very pigmented, lasts well, doesn't last as long as the Wet n Wild ones, but for $7.99 you get a lot of more everyday colors, like the nudes and the pinks, peaches, and this shade, of course, is red. I had to go with a matte red. So this is very pigmented in one swipe. It's not as drying as the Wet n Wild, so you're going to be paying about maybe $5.99 to $7.99, but at least you get a little bit more moisture. But again, it's very matte, very pigmented, great lipstick. The whole collection of the Revlon matte lipsticks, and they come in this matte looking tube, are all fantastic. Another good line. Now, I'm really not a fan of Revlon, but this color impressed me, and it's Berry Hot. It's one of their cream formulas. I love its color pigmentation. I love how smooth it applies, and considering it's Revlon, it does last a decent amount of time on the lips. I would say 4 hours, 2 to 4 hours, depending on what you're doing. If you're eating, 2 hours. If you're not eating, 4 hours. Not the best, but it's not the worst considering. It's also a dupe for Riri's, I think Riri Boy, I think this one is the dupe for, and it's also a dupe for Up the Amp. So as you can see, it's kind of creamy, goes on opaque. The only problem with this one is it does not last long, but it's still one of my favorite drugstores, especially when I don't want to use my Up the Amp or if I want to save my Riri. And you can always blot it to make it a little more matte. If you're looking for a vampy color, I would suggest the Milani range of lipsticks. This is the old packaging, I believe, so they have new packaging, which looks so much prettier, so you should check that out. They have a really nice scent, and this is Black Cherry. It's a very dark color. Again, this is one of those collections that also is, the whole collection is really decent, so I would recommend you trying the whole collection as well if you're looking for another color. But this is Black Cherry. Let me put this right here. As you can see, very opaque, very pigmented, smooth, has a nice scent, and I'm telling you, this will last about 4 hours on the lips. And considering these are extremely cheap at the drugstore, it's worth picking up even if you just try one shade. And it's got that, it's a vampy. It looks more dark in the tube, darker in the tube. It is a vampy shade, but if you're looking for that deep pigmented red, you can find it in Black Cherry by Milani. And last but not least, for my favorite lipsticks, I'm going to go with the Maybelline Color Sensational Vivids collection. Another collection that I love, all of them. If you find them, all of them are good. Sit down, please. Thank you. I'm sorry, it's my son. All of them are fantastic. Each one is bright, pigmented, goes on smooth. I like the scent. It's got a honey nectar scent. Some people don't like it. But all their shades are extremely pigmented, and there hasn't been a shade I haven't liked so far. But if you're afraid of brighter shades, this collection might not be for you because they are very true to the tube. And unlike the other Color Sensational, they don't look like this tube. This color happens to. But this just indicates that it's a vivid, and the color is on the bottom. So this is Mandarin Orange. This is a Drugstore Orange. It's a very bright reddish orange color. As you can see, very smooth, very creamy, goes on, very pigmented, and this will last about 4 to 5 hours. So if you're looking for that bright pigmented punch of color, you can check out the Vivids collection, though they do have some subtler pinks, but by and large, it's a brighter collection. Now for the shades and the brands that, I mean not the brands, but the shades that I really wouldn't recommend picking up from the drugstore. So we have my loves, and I tried to give you guys a good range from nude to pink to red to purple, orange, and a vampy color, just to give everybody's personality a color that I like out there from a line that I like. I didn't do the same thing for the colors I don't like because some of them fall in lines that I do like, but their shades are not good. Either way, let's start with NYX. Now, I do like the brand NYX. I feel like they have made a lot of improvements from how they used to be years ago, but this color specifically and this line, the smacking fun colors, I really do not like at all. I put this on my lips, and 20 minutes later, I can see, like, if I overdraw my lip and I don't use lip liner, I can start to see it fading over my lip, and I look like I have a faded line over my lip. So if you're just filling in your lips, it might be okay, but I find it way too soft. Mine actually, like, I've used mine a lot, so I had to use it a lot because I had to keep reapplying it at least 3 times every hour, which is a little crazy. It is pretty pigmented, I would say. Like, it's pigmented. It looks the same color as the tube. It's smooth. It's creamy. I didn't really have too many problems with it aside from the fact that I had to keep applying it every 20 minutes. If I'm going to use all of one lipstick within a week, why would I use it? So the NYX matte line is good. Their newer lipsticks are good, but if you find the lip smacking fun colors, this one in this tube, stay away from it and avoid it because it's really not that good. The next one is Revlon Vava Violet. I hear people raving about this shade, and it's a pretty shade, it really is, but when I apply it to my lips, it looks like a dirty color. It looks dirty on my lips, and I'm not sure why it looks dirty on my lips. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. When I apply a lip liner, it's fine, but why do I have to apply a lip liner for a lipstick to work? The lip liner should enhance the lipstick and shouldn't have to require it for it to work. So now, Vava Violet looks very dark, very awesome and vampy in the tube, and I expected that when I applied it to my lips, but when I apply it to my hand, as you can see, it's got a very sheer, see-through consistency. I honestly have to layer it and layer it and layer it and layer it to get that color that I want, even it's still sheer. So when I apply it to my lips, some parts of it, are you okay, Matthew? Stop. It winds up looking very sheer and very dirty on my lips, like I said, because it has those parts that apply sheer. So on my hand, like I said, if I have to layer on and layer on and layer on just to get the color you show me in the tube, then I'm going to avoid your lipstick. The next one we have is the CoverGirl Fairy Tale. Now, I gotta be honest, I'm really not a fan of CoverGirl. I used to be a while ago when I was using their face powders and whatnot, but they have consistently gone downhill with their products, I feel, and this is one of those products. I love the color. It's actually a dupe for Nicki Minaj 1. When I applied it side by side, they were the same color. The only problem is this leaves a very unflattering stain. So there's the shade. It applies well. It is creamy, it is opaque, but it's the stain. I couldn't get it off for a whole day. So when I applied a sheer lipstick on top of it, which was supposed to be sheer, the stain from this lipstick, the CoverGirl lipstick, showed through, and I found it very unflattering. I mean, if you like a lip stain, if you like a lipstick that leaves a stain on your lips, pick this up by all means, but I like to overdraw my lips because I have smaller lips, and I literally had a pink stain, looked like a little pink mustache around my lips. No, I have to say no to this one. Even when I prepped my lips, even when I primed my lips, even when I did everything that I usually recommend you guys do, I still was left with a nasty stain. So I have to say no to this this CoverGirl lipstick. And last but not least, my absolute least favorite lipstick, least favorite line, like I will curse them till the day I die, is the CoverGirl Blast Flip Lipstick. When I first saw these come out with Sofia Vergara, and she was in the magazines, and she had those really cool ombre lip looking designs on her lips, and showing you how you can use both the colors to make all these pretty designs, and I got them all and I tried them and I couldn't get them to work. Completely false advertising, not to mention that they leave a stain and they burned my lips. So this one is the CoverGirl. This one is Stunner, and this was the one I was looking most forward to. So here's Stunner right here. Here's the orange side right there. And you're supposed to be able to lay it over, and it's supposed to change the color. Here's the golden side. Now, the golden side is actually supposed to change it to a metallic color, and it really doesn't do much. It just adds like a shine, and on its own, it's really not that impressive. Like on my hand, it looks like it's pigmented, but the second you put it on your lips, it pretty much shears out if your lips have any pigmentation whatsoever. So, like I said, this one is the only one where the whole line is bad. If you don't mind a stain on your lips, the CoverGirl could be for you. If you don't mind working with liner, some people have told me that they didn't have to use liner, so if your lips are a little bit darker, more pigmented, Vava Violet will work for you, but if your lips are like a pinkish color, you might have, or if you overdo your lips, you might have a problem with Vava Violet from Revlon. If you don't like reapplying your lipstick every 20 minutes, stay away from NYX, but if you put it over a lip liner, this will work because the lip liner helps the lipstick adhere. Like I said, this was the only really bad one. And again, for my recommendations, sorry for the mess behind me, we have the Revlon Berry Hot, the Color Vivids, the whole collection, Color Sensational by Maybelline, the Revlon Matte Collection, all of them, but the shade I used was really red. The orange shade was Vibrant Mandarin. The Milani Lipstick Collection, this was Black Cherry. The Wet n Wild Mega Last Collection, this was Don't Blink Pink. And the Kate Moss for Rimmel London Collection number 14. So I hope you found this helpful, and I hope you check out these collections while they're still in drugstores, because I really don't think you'll be disappointed. Here are the swatches again. So my taste might be completely different than yours, and I understand that. So if you see something here on my I do not like list and you love it, by all means go get it, and I hope you like it. If you're going to leave me comments, or if you're going to dislike my video, at least tell me why. If you're going to dislike my video, tell me why you dislike it so that I can improve and try to bring you a better video, because I don't want you to come to my page and not like my videos. I want you to come to my page and like my videos. So if you don't like them, tell me why, and I'll do my best to improve. And if you disagree with my picks, you can leave me a comment below. I'd love to discuss. I love seeing comments. So thank you so much for watching me, and please follow me on Instagram. It's Recycled Stardust. Thank you so much.